What is going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Giant Mouse GMF1 XL. Just got this in today. I'm starting to love this little mouse sticker that they're adding with the packages. I'm not going to go through the specs right now. I'm also going to include a bunch of testing videos that I'm going to splice together. So for now, without any additional waiting, I'm just going to open this bad boy up so you guys can take a look at it. This is the one with the brass handle, which I fell in love with immediately as soon as I saw. It actually reminded me of the fixed blade that Vero came out with around the same time last year, a Blade. Everyone had a lot of envy for it. Oh, and I'm feeling the same way about this guy too. Beautiful. Of course, it's got an awesome sheath with the Giant Mouse emblem right there. Handmade in Italy, would expect no less. All right, let's open this bad boy up carefully. Actually, I don't have to. It's already open. What am I doing? Ooh, that is nice. Let me see. There was something else. Oh, it's just a guard for the knife. Beautifully crafted. Look at that sheen. I mean, does a brass handle get any more beautiful than that? Made in Italy, Elmax steel. Now again, I'm not going to go through all the specs right now. I'm going to do that once I go through the testing, maybe cut back to it, but just so you guys can see a comparison here. And of course, I should say these are mica scales. I won these in an auction or a lottery a ways back, but you can see there's quite a difference in size here. And we'll go through the specs later on. For now, let's go ahead and go test this bad boy out. I got a few things lined up for it. So let's go put this thing to use and see how it works. And we are back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of that testing. I think it proves that it's definitely a slicey knife. It's obviously not meant for heavy duty things. The snap is still pretty tight, which is actually kind of nice. Beautiful sheath. But again, going back to the cutting, it's obviously not meant for heavy duty fixed blade stuff, but I will say it can play in that space. There's no question that it's a super strong knife. Elmax is a great steel. It's got a very sharp edge. It actually took a bite out of me, filleted my finger very nicely. But just to go over the specs, like I had mentioned, if you compare it to the GMF1, the original, it's obviously quite larger. The specs, they go from 2.6 to a 3.12 or 3.13 blade length. You got the handle length that goes from 2.8 to 3.12 for an overall difference of 5.4 to 6.5. And the weight difference is pretty significant. It's 2.4 versus 5.5, but again, this is a brass handle. I'm sure most of you, or not most of you, but at least some of you will love the skeleton look and take those scales off. Me personally, I just think the brass scales were done so beautifully. I don't think I'm going to remove them. They look beautiful, and I really enjoyed the aesthetic of it. But it is a very similar, extremely similar model, obviously. The only difference I saw was the blade thickness. I believe went from 0.19 to 0.15. You can see that there if you look at it close enough. There's a good view. Definitely a bit thinner. thinner blade stock, but it cuts really well. You guys saw that in the video. Just to show you a little bit more up close, it'll skin right through anything very smoothly. There's no resistance there. It's a very sharp edge. So I've had a lot of fun with these cutting tests. But I highly recommend this. If you guys are looking for a fixed blade that you can take with you, almost like, you know what I would really like to call this almost like a fixed blade chef's knife. So for any type of preparation and cooking that you also want to use for some type of, I don't know, any type of cutting really when you're out in the woods, it'll obviously do the job. It's just not meant for, well, I'm sure you can do batoning just fine with it. It's obviously not the first choice for it, but it is super strong. Elmax is a great steel, as you guys already know. It's just it's another great fixed blade from Vox and Jesper, or excuse me, from Vox and Anzo. There's no question about it. The aesthetic follows their beautiful classic designs. It just feels great in hand. You got that great jimping up here so that you get good control of the knife. Really flows beautifully. I definitely recommend this one, more so than the GMF1, the original, for the simple fact that anyone who's bought in the GMF1 was almost shocked at how small it was when you got it in hand. Don't get me wrong, it has plenty of fans. I wasn't the biggest fan of it for the size. I mean, it does the job, it gets the job done. It was too small for me. This one here, the XL, is perfectly sized. Definitely recommend it. Obviously a huge Giant Mouse fan, so I am biased, but I promise you, you won't be disappointed. The aesthetic is great and the feel is amazing. Good control, definitely a winner in my book. But I hope this helps you guys. If anyone's looking to buy this knife, I hope this review truly helped you guys, and I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you can, please do like and subscribe. As always, I really do appreciate it. I'm at $2.99 right now. I'd like to get over 300. Thank you.